Yes, ladies and gentlemen, episode 90 of the Journey's anime titled Dialga and Palkia, the Decisive Space-Time Battle just dropped, and this is the second part of the time travel story. Last episode ended with our heroes trying to figure out how to get their Pokemon back. Will they be able to do that as well as stop Dialga and Palkia from turning back time? Let's find out. As I was worried about the end of the last episode, everyone meets everyone very quickly this episode, and the plot moves at a breakneck speed as the alternate Ash explains to our Ash what's happening before getting to the professor's building where Team Rocket is stealing the Pokemon from inside before the real Rowan shows up and exposes them. There is an inconsistency in this issue because of this breakneck speed. So after Team Rocket drives away with the Pokemon, they have Meowth stop our heroes from chasing them. However, after Meowth attacks, Ash and Go try to attack, but Pikachu and Cinderace devolve into Pichu and Raboot before they can. And then Meowth just completely disappears from the scene. They quietly write him out of that scene because this episode needs to have so much in it that they can't follow up with a major battle. So Meowth just attacks and then is completely gone from the scene with no follow-up. At least show him flying away or something. Anyways, more exposition here as our heroes put together the puzzle that each figured out, which I thought was nice here. Since Ash figured out Dialga, Go figured out Palkia, Rowan tells our heroes to go to Spear Pillar to find them and hopes that their eagerness and earnestness will have Arceus stop the battle. However, only half of our heroes can go because Aerodactyl and Flygon can only take one additional person per Pokemon. But another inconsistency arises here, and that is how quickly the Pokemon devolve. There seems to be no urgency that Flygon's in the middle of the flight that might devolve into a Vibrava and drop our heroes. That despite claiming that time might be moving backwards even faster. Regardless, when the main world heroes fly off, the alternate Dawn and Ash call for help for people who have flying Pokemon to help them. And who arrives but alternate Go and alternate Chloe. In this world, Chloe seems to be a master computer person and a hacker, as she has similar suits to Team Rocket that she found by hacking into their network and then recreated the suit to prevent their Pokemons from devolving. Our main heroes then reach Spear Pillar, which is in ruins, where they find a gate that leads them to the world where Dialga and Palkia are fighting. There they meet Team Rocket, who captured them once our heroes are unable to fight due to their Pokemon being rewinded. And then Team Rocket haphazardly tells them their plan about making Dialga and Palkia fight to create the holes and rewind time to capture these mons, and then capture Dialga and Palkia by themselves so they can normalize time and re-educate these Pokemon so they're members of Team Rocket so they can take over the world. In this world, Meowth, not Matori, seems to be the Team Rocket commander. However, just then our alternate world heroes come in and destroy the thing that has our heroes tied up. They then split up so that the two Goes, the two Chloes, and the two Dawns face off against Team Rocket's Grunts. After an admittedly awesomely well-animated battle sequence, alternate Chloe has Eevee use Water Gun on Meowth and Wobbuffet's suit, which destroys it. She presumably finding the weakness to the suits when she was hacking into their suits and rebuilding them. However, just then, Dialga releases a whole bunch of energy and it directly hits all the Pokemon as well as a couple of people, causing every single Pokemon to turn into an egg, causing Team Rocket to go sent blasting off, as well as causing alternate Go and alternate Chloe, as well as everyone else to revert into even smaller children. And here's the part of the episode I really didn't like, and there was a reason that I knew everything in this episode was going to be super rushed. So, it's only our heroes there. They don't have their Pokemon to break the red chain anymore, so what are they supposed to do? Well, they say they're going to release their feelings to Dialga and Palkia as well as Arceus to have them stop fighting. So more portals spawn from the outside and all the adults see this and begin doing the same. And then this just causes the red chain to disappear, Dialga and Palkia stop fighting, revert time, space, send our heroes home, the end. That wasn't me rushing the end there, that's just how it happened here. They essentially just prayed to Arceus and it worked. What's supposed to be the moral here? That if you wish hard enough, your dreams might come true? That's a terrible message for kids. This is one of the main reasons why I really don't like two-parters that Pokemon does. Like I said, this episode felt so unbelievably rushed. This needed an additional part. This mini arc reminded me of the Necrozma arc way too much, which isn't a great thing. If you watch my review of that back then, which are some of my oldest reviews actually, then you'd know that I really didn't like that arc as a whole. But this arc is somehow even more disappointing because even the ending is exactly the same as a Necrozma arc, except it worked much better in Alola due to the themes of the region, being so steeped in culture and everything. Here, it felt like the writers wrote themselves into a corner and then thought of the first thing they came to mind to resolve the plot, and then that's what they used. No real thought was given here, and that's really disappointing. There was so much untapped potential in this episode and mini arc. So many interactions that could have happened, so many moments we could have gotten between different characters from parallel universes. Instead, this was just a two-parter because the threat for these episodes are so high that you have to focus on resolving that rather than writing a full story. And that's the big thing, I think. Was this a fully bad episode? No. Was it boring? No. The music was great, the animation was great, everything surrounding the episode itself was great, but the story was just so rushed and had missed potential. Overall, I'd rate this episode a Pokeball. The next episode, we finally get to see Alistair in the anime. I was worried that since B seemed to be the gym leader of Still On Side, we wouldn't get to see Alistair, but it doesn't seem to be the case. I'm excited to see what happens next. But anyways, that is it for my review of episode 90 of the Journeys anime. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on this episode. You can follow me on Twitter at TheRealPDGaming, and that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.